Hi, I'm Supreme Obliterator. You can call me Supreme for short. This is my first Star Wars review. A little bit about myself. I'm from Alaska. I'm filming it out of Anchorage, Alaska right now. I'm formerly part of the U.S. Navy. I believe I can take a lot of my military experience and compare it to Star Wars. I'm a big fan of Timothy Zahn and the Expanded Universe. I like a lot of the novels. I like the Zahn novels. I love Rogue Squadron. I even like the Admiral Daila series. It's by Kevin J. Anderson. It's not that good, but I still like it. My first review is going to be on the Y-Wing. Star Wars was made in the 1970s. A lot of it is based off the Cold War. The Empire being the Soviet Union and Warsaw Pact, the Rebel Alliance more based on NATO and the United States. I believe the Y-Wing is based a lot off the F-111, which is a heavy bomber the U.S. Air Force used in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. In fact, the Y-Wing was made originally by Concierge Manufacturing. It was made the last days of the Old Republic. It was the Rebel Alliance's backbone fighter for a long time until the X-Wing came into full swing in production. You saw it very briefly in the film. It was in Part 4. They got shot down. They looked pretty weak. Darth Vader kind of killed all of them except for one. Part 6, they look a lot better, though. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. All right, this Y-Wing is from the Lego collection, number 7658. It retailed for just under $40, $39.99 in Alaska. That is, it's probably like $5 cheaper in Seattle or other lower 48 places. Usually, they charge more shipping up here. As I said, it's based off a bomber. It comes with the Lego version of Dutch. Get a good shot on him. He was one of the pilots shot down over Yavin. And I don't have the name of his astromech droid. This is his droid. If someone has it, maybe you could post it for me. Up here we've got the weapons. We've got a rotating ion cannon here as it rotates in the movie and in the Hasbro version. We've got missiles. If you touch the back of the missiles, they fire like this. Kill some TIE fighters there. It also has a bomb rack. If you pull the back switch here, it drops bombs. Comes with 2 bombs. Bombs away. I almost dropped them. Up here is a double laser cannon. There's a brief history in the Y-Wing. There's actually a lot of references at the Y-Wing. I'm looking right now at the old Star Wars encyclopedia made in the late 90s. I've got a good picture of it and a good reference of it on it. You can also look this up in Wiki. And I'm a big fan of the Expanded Universe, as I've said. Maybe you are too. This is in X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, X-Wing, TIE Fighter, Star Wars Rebellion. It's also in Battlefront and Battlefront 2 very briefly. I'm sure fans of Star Wars outside of the movies are going to be familiar with the Y-Wing. Alright, the last thing I'm coming across here is how much is this worth to you? It started, as I said, in Alaska, 40. It's probably 35 in the lower 48. This ran 07 to 08. I was able to... There was a deal on it in New England. That Lego store had it for just under 30. Now, at $40, I might give this maybe a 7. But at 30, it gets about an 8. I want you to rate it. One thing I do in my videos, I do price to what you get. Not just, this could be the greatest product ever, the greatest Star Wars product ever, but it could cost like, $500,000. Yeah, it'd be great, but is it worth it? Or something could be really crappy, but really cheap. So, I kind of try to find an area there how to base my my scale of 1 to 10 off of. I want you to rate it for me. 2, tell me if it's worth 40. Is it worth 30 to you? Tell me what you think. This is again the Lego Y-Wing 2007-2008 collection. I think it's a pretty good fighter myself. In fact, compared to the Hasbro fighter, I think it's much better because the Hasbro fighter it was based off the original one made in the late 70s. They came out with it again on the 30th anniversary. They've improved on it, but the size is not that much larger than this version. And the figure, Dutch and his astromech unit, are much larger. This is much more to scale than the Hasbro version. I wouldn't give the Hasbro version a very high rating at all, but the Lego version is an entirely different story. Okay, this is Supreme, and for my first Star Wars review, may the Force be with you. Thank you.